Okay, listen. So apparently we still have a few UFIC zombies out there who are still adamant, who don't want to come to grips with the facts. They're still mumbling and rambling. Give us evidence. Show us voice notes of Makandiwa. Show us footages of Makandiwa being implicated. Don't be stupid, man. Do you think Makandiwa, being a criminal for all these years, he can be that naive to leave footprints of his images and his voice notes behind? But just look at things like this now. Here we are on Makandiwa's page, right? This is Manuel Makandiwa's page. And he posted this flyer, and this flyer had everything to do with what was going on. It had everything to do with the exposure that was done against Jay and Blessing Mashangwa. If he did not have his hands in this whole thing, why would he post this flyer? Why would he do that? Why would he endorse it if he did not approve of it? If he did not finance the project? If he did not get himself involved into it? Don't be stupid, you people. Reason. Sometimes we just have to reason, despite the ignorance of the doctrine that has been, instilled into your heads, your thick skulls. Sometimes just reason without being defensive. Look at the facts. Put 1 and 2 together and come up with the answer. This is Emmanuel Makandiwa's page. This one. Look at the date, 12th of December. That's when he published this poster. Since when in Makandiwa's entire history have you ever seen him publishing any content that is not related specifically to him? He doesn't do that. He doesn't. But here he is. He posted this specific poster because it was a big deal to him. It was a very big project to his entire reputation, to his entire legacy. Look at even the caption that was written here by this baby charlatan called Kufa. Shalom, my brothers and sisters in UFIC. On behalf of myself, what behalf of yourself, you foolish boy? You are just an errant boy. You are the mastermind. You are the kingpin of all the debt that is in Makandiwa's church. You, Kufa. You are a disgrace in the body of Christ. You have done atrocious things. You have hurt so many people. And you can still come here and say, on behalf of myself, which self? You represent Makandiwa. You are Makandiwa. You and Makandiwa, you are one. Nothing can separate you. And he can never spit you out because you know too much. You've done so much for him. You shall forever cover him. That's why you will try by all means not to put Emmanuel and put yourself instead. But we don't care about you, Kufa. You don't have any money. You don't have the financial capacity to, or even the mental intelligence to fund such projects of this nature. I'm urging all of you to log on and watch an important live session by one of our own. Which one? You don't even mention his name because you don't want him to be famous also. Tomorrow on his Facebook page, see the poster. P.S. Pastor Kufa. People, wake up, man. They even have the entire UFIC branding here and logo. And everything is here on Makandiwa's page. But you're still in denial. No, Makandiwa is not involved. How do you want him? Do you want him to show face? Do you want him to actually say something that, guys, listen, we are now working with Miz here. Let's do this. Come on, wake up. Now let's look at the video part of it. Okay, and this is the other poster that they did as well. But on this one, they also put J Israel on it. Because they were in it together. And you still say, no, Makandiwa was not involved. Makandiwa was not involved. He was damn involved. This was all he's doing. Check out the video that they posted now. Check out the video. It's just right here. It's just so this is the official video that Makandiwa deployed his son. This one is his son that he deployed. He's the one in South Africa that does all the damage control. He's the one in South Africa that handles all Makandiwa's shenanigans. So the only way that you can get close to Makandiwa is by doing some shady things, some dirty stuff for him. The more you do dirty stuff for him, the more he takes you closer. Makandiwa, in his circle, he does not keep anyone that is straightforward. He does not keep anyone that is ethics, that is morals, that is principled. He doesn't. He recruits these ones around him, these Kelems, the ones that, will go to the edges to commit crime, the ones that will go to the edges, to make the entire body of Christ messy. These are the ones that he keeps around him. If you check Makandiwa's circle right now, the likes of Zomba, the likes of Kufa, anyone around Makandiwa is a skelem, is a charlatan of why not? Is a criminal. They all have criminal mindsets. Anyone that is pure at heart, anyone that is pure in the mind, Makandiwa does not keep any of those around. And Makandiwa, I can promise you one thing. He has a lot of dirty stuff about this one. About this one. He has a lot of his dirty stuff, from sex tapes to a lot of things. And he knows this one will never come out any single day to disgrace Makandiwa, because they are all captured. So I want you to listen to this video, what this one was saying. Even the disclaimer said, you know what? Okay, listen for yourself. It's not Makandiwa that sent me here. What are you doing on his official platform? Why did he endorse you? Why did he take you? Since when does Makandiwa post anyone's? This project was massive. It was big. It did a lot of damage to Blessing Mashangwa. It did a lot of damage even to Jay. It was it was a project that was set to to make an example of anyone that will ever want to try to disgrace Makandiwa's name. It was done so that everyone should be afraid, so that everyone would believe that Makandiwa is a legitimate of God, so that everyone will be convinced that Makandiwa is untouchable. Makandiwa has no blemish. Makandiwa has never done anything wrong. So listen to this one. Listen to this one, what he has to say here.
And for your own information, me sitting here saying everything that I'm saying, I know there are people somewhere who will be saying, the prophet has sent him to come out and speak.
He sent you.
I'm doing this. This is my own brain.
Never.
My own thinking.
Never.
And my own doing.
Impossible.
So that
you don't have the mental capacity, the intelligence of doing something of this nature, young man. You don't. So don't fool people. Don't lie to people. Okay? This is Makandiwa, and these footprints are on everything. So don't start defending him here, trying to clear his name. He's the one behind it. You are just a front man. You must know your position. You're just a pawn in this entire game of chess.
We can put the record straight.
What record, young man?
I'm one person naturally who cannot tolerate attempts
get out of here.
to tarnish images of individuals that have lived a straightforward life.
Who has lived a straightforward life? Has Makandiwa lived a straightforward life? Which straightforward life has Makandiwa lived? People have made it seem like he has lived a straightforward life, yet he has lived the darkest of all lives. Is ripping financials of people living a straightforward life? Is ripping people's marriages living a straightforward life? Is occultic sacrifice that he has done living in a straightforward life? How do you define straightforward life? Please tell me, enlighten me. How do you define straightforward life? How have you come to a conclusion that Emmanuel has lived a straightforward life with all the damage he has done, with all the pain he has caused, with all the number of people that are crying right now because of Emmanuel? When now you come here and start saying he has lived a straightforward life, are you out of your mind? Are you willing to go to the length of defending evil in front of God so that you can justify a human being? He's not a God. He's just a human being that can die anytime. TB Joshua died. Whoever thought TB Joshua would die? Makandiwa at one point is going to die. And when God is going to ask you, why were you putting your life in jeopardy? Why were you, making the name of Christ look dirty, doing dirty shenanigans, using my name, defending an individual, a human being? How are you going to answer to that, son? How are you going to answer to that?
I don't take that. And I'm sitting here talking to you because the same thing that irritates me
shut up,
naturally.
Man. Listen, let's not even pay attention to this one. The point that I want to establish here is Makandiwa is the brain behind everything that I'm going to disclose here. Is the brain behind all the dirty projects that we did. Makandiwa is the one that financed everything. Take it or leave it. Believe it or not. This one will come, he will say ABC, will chacha rats. Don't listen to any garbage that he has to say. It's not relevant. He will try to defend his father. He will try to take the bullet for the father. He will try to stand in the place whereby his father cannot be touched. Don't listen to him. Just listen to what he says, but take it and throw it in the trash can. Because anything that you ever try to do is to clear the name of Makandiwa, but that's not going to happen. Anything you say will never suffice with the evidence and things that we're going to prove here. that Makandiwa is who Makandiwa is saying is not. Makandiwa has to be sliced open so that, I'm not saying people must stop following him. Anyone who decides to keep on following, it's up to them. It's entirely up to them. We are going to analyze this entire video piece by piece and how they manipulated the script. There are voice notes that were published here and they made it look like it was a pre-planned thing, or they made it look like this whole thing was a setup. It was Jay and Blessing who are trying to plan against Makandiwa. But nothing in that voice note reflects an element of two people planning. Every voice note that you hear after and henceforth, these are two people that were speaking and confessing the truth about their experiences with Makandiwa. They will come and try to say, oh, in the script they said, we are lying. No, they were not lying. Blessing Mashangwa was not lying. She was not lying at any point. So stay tuned. Let's do this. Let's keep on moving. It's your boy, Prophet Sayonara. Adios. I'm out.